So, Cycling World just came out with an article that said that Bentonville was weird. Okay, today we're covering what those details are, why, and really how does it actually change your view of Bentonville. So, let's talk about that. Hey everybody, if you don't know who I am, my name is Phillip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent located right here in Northwest Arkansas. If you weren't aware, I actually was a real estate broker located in the dumpster fire, the horrible, the no good state of Illinois, the worst. Anyways, I could have moved anywhere I wanted to in America. I could have moved to Huntsville, I could have moved to Tennessee, Kentucky, Florida, Colorado, Arizona, anywhere I wanted to in America, but I chose Northwest Arkansas, and it is by far the best place to live in America, by far. If you ever want to talk about why I chose Northwest Arkansas versus anywhere else in America, call me, text me, let's meet up for coffee and talk about, again, why Northwest Arkansas is, again, the best place to live in America, by far. So, without further ado, let's jump right into the content. All right, and the first thing we need to cover when it comes to this brand new article about Bentonville, the first thing this actual writer talked about was that the whole fact that Bentonville, which is a little shocking for him, that Bentonville was completely built around mountain biking. And he then compared it to other places like Boulder and other places around America where it's like mountain biking was a big addition to it, but it was almost like a kind of like a, not an afterthought, but more like, oh, it's important to them. Whereas Bentonville, it is really all about mountain biking. That was shocking to him. And that is true, especially if you've been to Bentonville, of course, and spent any time there. Anytime, if you've even gotten close to Bentonville, you know that mountain biking is a big deal in that area. Not only is it the signs and the businesses and the talk of the town and everything, there's people all around Bentonville on their mountain bikes all the time. Whether it's the trail systems or on the pathways or whatever, there are bikes everywhere. That's one little fun thing I liked about Bentonville, that I do like about Bentonville, is the fact that you can put your multi-$1,000 bike out in front of Onyx Coffee and just like hang it there and then go get coffee, walk out, and it's still there. I wouldn't recommend that because people are people and people steal things no matter where you are. But regardless of all of that, it is really fun to see how safe Bentonville is, even with those very, very expensive mountain bikes. So that's the first thing that this article, this writer actually noticed, is that it's really, this whole town is built around mountain biking. And the second thing this article talks specifically about Bentonville was the fact that they actually treat biking and mountain biking and bikers or different styles of mobility in Bentonville as royalty. And that is one thing that's been super interesting, going from Bentonville and traveling around America a little bit more and seeing how they actually interact with bikes and different, let's say, styles of transportation. And it's really more an afterthought, whereas in Bentonville, it is truly the thing. It takes up a huge amount of space when it comes to trail systems and roads and safety and everything. It is built around any sort of different mobility besides cars. And that makes it a lot of fun because when you go to other places of America, you can see them trying to struggle, trying to do stuff. Now, in all fairness, they don't have necessarily the capital to do those things or the buy-in of everyone in the city. But when it comes to Bentonville, everyone's thumbs up when it comes to safety. Reason being is because even like Bentonville School has a mountain biking team. Fayetteville School, which is in actually downtown Bentonville, has its own mountain biking team. So a lot of kids get off of school and they go mountain bike for part of their actual sport. And you see this time and time again inside of Bentonville. So it only makes perfect sense if you're gonna build a city, if you're gonna build it from kind of the ground up, and you want it to be mountain biking, it better be incredibly safe. And again, like you said, they treat them like royalty in Bentonville area. There's certainly aspects across all of Northwest Arkansas, but Bentonville truly gets a royal treatment when it comes to mountain biking and bikes and different styles of mobility in Northwest Arkansas. Whoa, 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 whoa. I made something for you. I made something called 3-day itineraries. So maybe you're looking to check this place out. Maybe you're looking to see if it is the best place to live in America. Secret, it is. I made 3-day itineraries. So maybe you're an adventurer, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you're a foodie, maybe you're a sightseer, maybe you have kids, whatever it is. I have 3-day itineraries linked below. So definitely download them and use them when you get down here. Also, you might be using things like Realtor.com, Zillow.com, or Redfin. Way too slow. Notifications, way too slow. That's why I made something called Instant Home Updates. It sounds exactly what it is, literally. So enter your information below, names, bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage. Where do you want to move to in Northwest Arkansas? Enter all the information below and make sure you don't miss a single notification when it comes to home for sale or for rent, all in Northwest Arkansas. Also, every single Friday, I send an email just talking about all the cool things happening in Northwest Arkansas. What's going on downtown Bentonville? What's going on in Fayetteville? What's going on First Thursdays? When's First Fridays? What's going on downtown Rogers? What's going on in Pinnacle? There are so many things all the time happening in Northwest Arkansas. Enter your name and email below and make sure you get that email every single Friday. But I need you to be aware, you will get a little fear of missing out, a little
FOMO, so to speak, but I promise you will be the most informed person eventually when you make your way down through Northwest Arkansas.
And the third thing this article talked about when it comes to biking and Bentonville, and I'm going to read this word for word because I don't want to get it wrong. He called it a corporate funded cycling utopia in the middle of nowhere. Now, this guy is from, I don't actually know where he's from, but he's obviously from a larger city. And so he's coming to Podunk, Arkansas. He heard about some sort of mountain biking capital of the world. What's that about? Okay, sure. Comes to the middle of nowhere, and it truly is a corporate funded cycling utopia. Say that 5 times fast. Corporate funded cycling utopia.
Corporate funded cycling utopia. Corporate funded cycling utopia.
Corporate funded, okay, it's not that bad. Okay, moving on. Anyways, so he addressed and identified the fact that, okay, this takes a lot of money, this takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of focus and development, both by the city and someone else. Who are the someone else's? Oh, it's the Waltons, who'd have thought? So he definitely saw the fact that his corporate Walmart headquarters is very unique and special, and they're kind of combining trail systems and trees and mountain biking and making all this kind of utopia kind of feel to, again, make it kind of what they wanted to. They kind of rebuilt the city from the ground up, you know, with the square and the parkways and the pathways and the promenades and the lighting and the mountain biking and the Walmart HQ and the size of the roads and all the different trail systems and roads specific for mountain biking and, like, you know, traveling around everywhere. So yes, he definitely saw that there's strings being pulled here just besides a simple board member on a city being like, you know what? We should get into mountain biking. It seems kind of be a little bit kind of cool, good exercise. No. He saw the strings, obviously, and so he identified it. But it's funny because, you know, Bentonville is kind of that, as he said, a corporate funded cycling utopia. Now, and some people don't like that. They're like, you know, what if why are the Waltons giving so much money? Here's what I will say about it. I don't work for the Waltons. I'm in real estate, obviously. But the nice thing for me is that the Waltons spend all their money and I get all the benefit. I get all the trail systems. I get this, I get that. I get the Walton Arts Center. I get Theater Squared. I get, obviously, Crystal Bridges and Momentary and all those different things for free. I don't have to pay for it. I don't have to pay through taxes, and I don't really care. If you want to move here, just know that yes, the Waltons and Tysons and JB Hunts and other big businesses invest heavy into the infrastructure and cool things to do here. And if you don't work for them, cool. You get all the benefits even if you don't. And the fourth and final thing that this article mentioned specifically about mountain biking, also Bentonville, is, I'm going to read this verbatim, surreal vibe and bougie southern weirdness. And that is a true statement when it comes to Bentonville. Bentonville has definitely gone up in price. He mentions how expensive homes have gotten there. Cool. Bougie, in a sense of just like, obviously besides home prices, but obviously the food quality is wild over in Bentonville. Some very nice restaurants. Southern weirdness, and that's where it kind of gets interesting because he probably is coming from a, you know, East Coast, West Coast, North, I'm not sure. But regardless of all that, he definitely sees as it being strange that Bentonville is a kind of weird it's in the middle of nowhere, like he mentioned before. Middle of nowhere, high expensive restaurants, Walmart HQ, big, like it's not big town, but like mountain biking galore. And he also called it surreal vibe, which is true. It's kind of like weird in a good way, a good weird, where it's like you plop into Bentonville, it's people on bikes, there's coffee shops, there's people are being nice, they're going to work, they're enjoying life, they're truly live, work, and playing all through Bentonville. And so it's kind of, I can totally imagine someone coming from, like, let's say Vermont or somewhere, maybe New York City, flying out here and being like, we're going to Arkansas to do what, do where? In Bentonville? Oh, Walmart exists there? Okay, cool. He gets here, because obviously outside of Bentonville, the view of Walmart is very low pricing, which it is. But regardless, when you get here, you're like, okay, this is weird. There are so many things going on. There's so many trail systems. Mountain biking is king. All those different things. I could certainly classify it again as a surreal vibe and bougie southern weirdness. You know what? I accept that.
All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Again, if you have not been down to Northwest Arkansas quite yet, I made something called the NWA Starter Pack. Sounds exactly what it is. Literally a package full of all the cool things in Northwest Arkansas. It comes with a 120-page guide, literally a guide of all the things you want to know about Northwest Arkansas. Education, systems, anything, all the cool things to do here. Comes with that guide. Plus, it comes with the 3-day itineraries, which I mentioned before, and it comes with postcards, everything you want to know about Northwest Arkansas, and it comes with a handy-dandy Northwest Arkansas coloring book. Do it for the coloring book. I mean, come on now. Anyways, it's a little package literally shipped right to your home. Right to your home. Enter your name and address below. I'll make sure to get that package shipped to you right away. Also, side note, it does come with your first free mountain bike, so that's pretty cool. And I know what you're thinking. It is my favorite filler F word. Free! So enter your information below and make sure to get that package shipped to you right away. All right, guys, I'll see you next one.